morning. This is Marty with Excellence in Education Resource Center in Monrovia, California. And today I have the privilege of interviewing Malia Pogio, who's basically, as I mentioned earlier in a different video, she's our science department for the most part. And she's teaching several classes. And the class that we want to talk about today is that wonderful, scary, spooky class that you think you can never learn everything, that thing called biology. Well, I'm proud to say that we have a phenomenal science teacher here, right there. And she's going to talk to us about biology. So, Malia, you like science?
I love science.
Are you like more physical or biological?
Biological.
And tell us about your science class coming up. What you expect from the students. This is high school level now. We're not talking junior high. We're tightening things up a little bit to prepare your child for college style classes. And how are you going to be teaching science, the biology? Lecture, lab?
We do a lecture and lab each class, half and half. So in high school, we bump up to 2 hours instead of an hour and a half in junior high. So we've got roughly an hour of lecture and an hour of lab. So each week we get to do something hands-on, perfect our use of a microscope, and some dissection skills.
Dissection. So what are you going to dissect this year?
Sharks.
Yum, yum, yum.
And maybe a rat. We'll have to see what's available.
Okay.
In the second semester.
Second semester. Is it going to get more large?
Yes. Yes. We'll be doing some larger dissections. If you took life science, we did some smaller specimens like frogs and squid and giant earthworms. So this year, if you take biology, it'll be a little bit bigger creatures.
And traditionally, I know in high school that we did the cat. And people go, oh, little catty. But the reason the cat is used is very simple. If you were to compare the anatomy of a human being and the internal organs of a cat, they all align up perfectly well. So it gives your student a better chance to understand human physiology, human internal organs, without having to do a human being. So that's less squeamish than a cat. But so how much math are you looking for the kids to know?
For biology, basic math.
Basic math.
Yeah.
Maybe a little algebra, but it's not as heavy as physics or chemistry. No. Not at all. And tell me your setup. Like you have tables with a couple chairs. Do you set up teams?
Yes. Everyone will work in with a lab partner. In some situations, they may work with a lab group, depending on the lab, and we can have up to 4 students per lab station.
Great. And our classes tend to be in the science, not overwhelming, so that Malia will be able to spend time with the students when they're trying to figure out, when they're looking at the microscope, let's say at a cell specimen, she can help you find all the different parts of the cell. When it comes down to dissecting a frog or whatever, she's helping you there to have the proper procedures. So it can be still a lot of fun, right?
It's a lot of fun. Yes, it's a lot of fun.
Would you rate yourself as a easy peasy teacher or a stern teacher or somewhere in between?
Somewhat in between, but I would say definitely on the easier side because I want the kids to have fun and I want them to succeed.
There you go. And I do believe that if your kids take her biology class, they'll be well prepared for college or other types of biology that could be taken, like marine biology. So, well, very good. Malia, thank you very much.
You're very
I
welcome.
appreciate you being here,
You're welcome.
and I appreciate that she's teaching here. And for all of you out there,